I woke up to crypto Twitter going absolutely insane over PayPal's recent announcement when it comes to Bitcoin. Today, we're going to be getting into the details of the recent news. We're going to be talking about which coins are going to be now available on PayPal, and we're going to be also checking out the Bitcoin chart, and I'll be giving my input of where I see things going in the near future. We're also going to be getting into some of the potential cons that come with this recent announcement. PayPal to offer crypto payments starting in 2021. So this morning, Wednesday, October 21st, PayPal made the announcement. They're entering the cryptocurrency market. There are 26 million merchants that are connected with PayPal, and there are approximately 350 million active users on the PayPal platform across multiple countries. So PayPal customers will be able to buy, sell, and hold their cryptocurrency on the platform. They will also be able to make purchases through PayPal and use their cryptocurrency. The vendors will actually be receiving US dollars or whatever currency. They will not be receiving Bitcoin itself. So there's going to be basically a transaction that PayPal takes care of when it comes to converting the crypto into US dollar or the local currency. So like BitPay, the transaction will be settled with fiat currencies. The coins initially supported will include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. So the company that PayPal has partnered with is Paxos to deliver that service, and it obtained a conditional cryptocurrency license from the New York State Department of Financial Services, commonly known as the BIT license. We know that a few years back, New York basically put out this massive application for companies that wanted to do business in the state of New York that are connected with cryptocurrency. PayPal is one of the largest global payment providers with 346 million active accounts and 222 billion in volume processed in Q2 of 2020. So PayPal was also connected with Libra, which was Facebook's coin some time back, and PayPal actually dropped out of that partnership just a few months after it was announced. So we also know that PayPal and Venmo are basically connected, and Bitcoin breaks above 2.3K after PayPal says Venmo will become a BTC wallet. This news is also covered by Business Insider. PayPal will start letting people use cryptocurrency to pay for things online starting in 2021. PayPal will start allowing people to use cryptocurrency as a form of payment when shopping online. Customers will be able to use Bitcoin and other virtual coins at the 26 million online merchants that are a part of PayPal's network starting in 2021. Other fintech firms such as Square and Robinhood already allow users to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, but PayPal's foray into the market is noteworthy given the service's global user base. Also, on a side note, there was some positive news coming out of Canada. Canada's first public Bitcoin fund hits the $100 million mark, and the fund is called 3IQ. It launched its Bitcoin fund in April of 2020, listing the Bitcoin fund's share, QBTC.U, on the Toronto Stock Exchange. When the fund launched, they listed nearly 1.5 million Class A shares on the exchange. When it was listed, it started at $11 and it is currently trading at approximately $15.80. So I thought it'd be important to share some of the cons that could potentially surface around this recent announcement. So this tweet is from Stefan Livera. So PayPal is enabling Bitcoin buy, sells, and PayPal merchants to accept it. Pros: exposure, right? The exposure is now to PayPal's nearly 350 million users. It adds legitimacy and presumed easy access for the 346 million users and 26 million merchants. If people already trust PayPal, and PayPal is now offering the service to buy, sell, and use Bitcoin and these other cryptocurrencies as a form of payment, then that just adds another level of exposure and people feeling comfortable with Bitcoin. I think this is a huge component when it comes to mass adoption. For example, people have been really anti-Bitcoin, but if they've been using PayPal for years, they've liked and enjoyed the service, I can't really speak too highly of PayPal, to be honest with you, then they will find that crypto could be more legitimate and more trusted since PayPal is now offering it. But some of the cons: not your keys, not your coins. If you are holding your cryptocurrency with PayPal, you technically do not have control. And that is one of the biggest assets a Bitcoin has. So you are removing that level of security when you hold it on the platform. Also too, KYC, PayPal has a know your customer process, so they know exactly where your funds are being moved. One of the more positive things when it comes to Bitcoin is that you should be able to transact without you being able to be traced, and not from necessarily just because you're doing illegal things, but just because of the fact that there's a privacy component to it. Also another con, shitcoins and CBDCs are coming. CBDC is central bank digital currency. So we're going to probably see some banks rushing to provide a digital currency because they want to compete with Bitcoin. And ultimately, PayPal is just one big, large online bank. And banks will probably fear that it will just attract more people to PayPal and to stop using their services. So let's go ahead and jump into the Bitcoin chart and see how things are looking. So when I woke up this morning and I checked Twitter, I saw that everyone was going crazy over the new partnership with Bitcoin and PayPal. And I also saw that Bitcoin was up this morning at about 10 a.m. Eastern time. The price of Bitcoin was approximately $12,400. You can see that the current price right now is $12,827. Honestly, this action right here tells me that people knew this announcement was coming. They knew it was going to be bullish, and there was ultimately some insider trading in a sense, and that's what this right here, in my opinion, tells us. So we could see that the high that Bitcoin has hit today is approximately $12,874. So this is the hourly chart. I think that Bitcoin is probably going to be breaking $13,000 today. There's a lot of momentum. The chart is looking quite bullish. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour chart. So the 4-hour chart here is looking quite exhausted. We could see the RSI is overbought. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 12-hour chart. There's a little bit more room, I'd say, here in the 12-hour chart for Bitcoin to increase in price. And let's go and look at the daily chart. The daily chart, in my opinion, looks really good. We have this green 4 here, and I'm expecting continuation all the way up to a green 9. The only thing that I would say is concerning on this particular chart, and I saw this concern earlier this morning, but it actually isn't as relevant. But there was one point of the day where we saw right in this area here at about 12,450 on the weekly chart. It sort of appeared to be a double top, which we know is usually a bearish signal. But since then, Bitcoin has broken above that. So I think there is definitely more room for Bitcoin to move to the upside. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the monthly chart. We have a green 7 going above a green 6. And I think that this all is just looking absolutely very bullish for Bitcoin. I don't believe that we will see 20,000 by the end of 2020, but I do think we will hit 20,000 sometime next year. Let's go ahead and see how the PayPal stock is doing. So there has absolutely been an increase in price today in PayPal. Let's see, it opened at $202 and the high of the day has been $212. So absolutely bullish news for PayPal as well. Initially in the beginning of the day, PayPal was up more than Bitcoin, but since then Bitcoin has actually continued to increase over the day and is up more in percentage terms than PayPal. Let's go ahead and look at the weekly chart of PayPal. Absolutely bullish. We have here a green 3 above a green 2, and I'd say it's not a bad time to start considering investing in PayPal. Also, the monthly chart here looks like also some more room for upside. And so I'm going to be taking a bit of a deeper look at PayPal stock myself. I actually, in this situation, would prefer to put more of my funds into Bitcoin. Full disclosure, Bitcoin is my biggest holding between cryptocurrency and stocks. And I've been waiting for this for the past year or so. And I knew that the last year was just a great accumulation phase. And I have decided to put most of my funds in Bitcoin over altcoins, and today is a day to celebrate. I do have some Ethereum as well, and it's also a great day to be in Ethereum. So that's all I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.